Okay, so in our previous workshop, we talked about working with WeVideo software in order to create digital stories. So we talked about how to create a WeVideo account and then how to log into your account, how to choose best quality photos and supported video and photo formats for WeVideo. So now we are basically on the next step. We will be talking about how to organize and upload media and WeVideo. So last time we talked about the importance of organizing the media. We have already discussed that we need to organize our media into separate folders so that it will be easy to work with. So supported image and video formats we have already mentioned. We'll be moving on then. After you have chosen and you have organized your data, now it's time to go to the next part. We have everything ready. Well, we have uploaded all the media, images, audio files, video clips that we need. Now, in order for our files to be organized, we will create subfolders, so it will be right there under our hands, so that it will be comfortable to work with. So here in WeVideo, you will see drag and drop files here icon. So when you click on to browse to select button, it will open up your computer. So wherever you are keeping this sorted and organized media into the folder, so you will easily open that folders and drag and drop your files here, or you can choose and then press select, and then your media will appear on the title board. After that, when your files are fully uploaded and processed, the windows will read status, all done. Click X in the upper right corner to close this window. So we will be clicking X. That's right, all done. Now we are all set. We have our narration pre-recorded. We have all the media we have chosen. And on the separate window, we have our storyboard to start with. Now it's time to make the storyboard come alive. It's time to create the digital story. In order to create a new project, after you have finished uploading your media, you will be clicking Home tab. It's right here at the top to go back to the main page of your dashboard. Then you will click Create New in order to create a new video project, and you will be directed to the video editor page. It's right here. We will choose Create New icon. After that, as you have already created projects in WeVideo before, you know that you can also see this project in your Home tab. So your previous projects will appear besides the Create New tab. So if you are new to WeVideo, then you will have only Create New button. So we will start from here and we continue on to our work. Now, you have to be aware of the video editing modes. WeVideo has two video editing modes, storyboard mode and timeline mode. What are they and how do they differ? Let's start with the storyboard mode. And let me tell you that this mode is usually more comfortable to work with if your aim is to create a digital story. The WeVideo interface showing the storyboard editing mode is right here. So when you click the storyboard editing mode, your uploaded media, your records, and everything on your screen will appear just like this. In this, under this, you will see a tutorial in order to fully understand how you can change your mode. Now, we will mostly focus on the use of timeline mode because it provides more control and it has many different effects than storyboard mode. But if you are a beginner, if it's easier for you to start with the storyboard mode, it's quite okay. So for the continuing users, we will discuss timeline mode. For the beginners, you can start with the storyboard mode. To change your editing mode, you will be clicking the main menu icon. It's right here. So it will be here on the left corner of your screen. When you click it, this tab will open up and here you will see mode. So if you would like to change it, you will press to it and then change it into timeline or storyboard mode. Now let's change it to timeline mode. It's on timeline mode now. And how do we continue? On this timeline mode is coming next. The timeline editing mode is shown right here in this graph. You should familiarize yourself with the features that are available in this editing mode. There are several media options like themes, graphics, audio, transitions, and text. The WeVideo interface here shows the timeline editing mode. In the timeline mode, you will be provided this timelining. So this is the playhead. Clicking onto the mouse, you can increase or decrease the timeline mode. So when you make it very long, you will be able to see every second of your story. If you shorten it, so all your story may appear as short as here. Now, in the timeline mode, it's easy to manage pace and duration of your story. In the storyboard mode, it's easy to put everything in order. So whatever you prefer, try both of them. Whatever you prefer, whatever applies to you will be best. So we'll continue with timeline mode. Now, the media options provide you with built-in themes, graphics, audio transitions, and etc. The media area shows the media objects. Media area is right here. It shows the media objects like images, video clips that you have uploaded. The timeline right here, as we have already discussed, that's where you will compose and select images, clips, narration, music into files. So here on this playhead, you can put a video, and then here you can add your audio file, second audio file, and etc. Now, you can use the playhead to preview your video project from a specific time of point. So you can move this playhead. If you would like to see, for example, the 8th second of your video, you will move it to the second and then press the play button, and then you will be able to preview what you are creating. Okay, going to the next part. Now, there are certain shortcuts in working with keyboard. I really like using them because when you are doing something really quick, it's a real shortcut. It really helps you. It makes you finish your task quicker, and it gives you quick access to the tasks you want to accomplish. So let's take a look at them if you are digitally beginner. So if you click Shift and Enter at the same time, you will be playing from the beginning. So the whole your project will start playing from the beginning. If you click onto the space button, that's a long button under the letters on your keyboard, so it will play from wherever the playhead is staying. Then, if you press delete or backspace, it deletes the selected clip from the timeline. Control Z, that's we use it a lot, that's the undo button, and Control Y, that's redo button. So if you have mistakenly deleted something, you can press Control and Y and make it come back. Shift plus left, that's previous keyframe. Okay, if you have chosen another frame and you would like to change it back, you can press this button. Shift plus right, that's next keyframe, and etc. Then if you click onto the left button, you will go to the previous clip, if the right, to the next clip. And letters can also help you to shortcut your video editing process. If you press on E, it will start editing. So all editing options will open up in front of your eyes. If you press on S, it will split the clip into two parts. So you will bring the playhead and then press S, so it will divide your clip into parts. I is for trim or in point. So trimming means that you will be shortening your clip. Okay, O is for trim to out point, which means that you will be trimming and keeping the after playhead part. When you press up, you will go out point of the current clip, which means you will move on to the next frame, and the down button, it's the quite opposite of it. And last one, Control S, that's save button. If you'd like to save your project and continue it sometime other, you can press onto the Control plus as in order to do it quickly. Whatever you prefer, you don't have to really learn all the shortcuts by heart, because still at the top of the screen you will have full words indicating this processes, so you can do it either way, but this way with the shortcuts it's quicker. Now, next thing to do is to name your video project if you would like to save it. So here, Untitled Video, you click onto it and it will open up and you will be shown the option to rename your video. In our case, our, let's see, project name is Under One Sun. So you will be entering this name and then selecting OK in order to save the project under this name. So, okay. Now, that's the view of the timeline. That's what your timeline looks like when you add the media. That's like video 1. That's the video that you have added. It starts from right here. And that's the video 2. And that's the main part. Then you have audio narration and probably background music running after your narration. So this is basically how your timeline looks when you add all the media to it. Well, you can add a new video or audio track by clicking the Add New Track button, and then you can select the video again from the folders and add another video. Well, so far we have already talked about the process of adding the media. So when we have everything ready, when we have named our project, now it's time to start the actions. Sorry. So in order to do these actions, you have to just, everything is clear there. You can see them easily. For example, in order to delete a track, you will be clicking onto the actions part. It's right here, a little triangle on this board. Can you see it here? So, for example, you want to delete this video. You press onto this triangle and then you choose Delete Track button. It will delete your video that you have chosen as a part of your timeline. In order to rename your tracks, you can click on the track's name and type a new name. For example, this track. This is here, Audio 1, right? So in the first track, you would like to add your narration, because your background music will be the second track. It will run at the background. So in the narration part, for example, you would like to rename it, you click on it, click, and the text appears. You will retype it like narration. Now the name narration appears instead of audio 1. Please note that WeVideo's main track does not allow you to leave a gap between your clips. Other tracks, video or audio, however, allow you to leave gaps. It means that next video should immediately start after the first track. If you have not found the right image, text, video clips to visualize a certain part of your story, we suggest that you use a marker to leave yourself a note. So, now adding markers to the timeline. In order to add a marker, we will be moving the playhead to the specific time point where you want the marker to be done, and click on the marker icon in order to type the title for your marker. So I think for you it will be easier if I open up and show it all on the WeVideo part. So far we have gathered all the necessary media we have for the story. Now, actually, WeVideo has lots of tutorial videos when you open it up, so it will be helping you a lot. You will not have to go through everything yourself, but in order to be a professional video editor, actually you will have to practice that. Actually, with WeVideo, practice makes it perfect. If you practice a lot, your work will get easier and you will understand more things. You will discover more things that you didn't know before. So I will be now switching onto the WeVideo to show you all this that we have learned. Now, just a second. Okay, I'll be stop sharing the screen and instead we will be sharing the WeVideo screen. So here, this is the dashboard as you can see, and here we have our media. Actually, this is the new look of this WeVideo software. It looks a little bit different than the tutorial that we have been using. Now, create the new button is right here. So what you would like to create, a video, a recording, a GIF image, a podcast, you will choose one. For example, we will choose creating video. So now you have to choose what kind of video you would like to create. Should it be horizontal, vertical, or square? So we are not creating this for the sake of fun. So probably we will be going with horizontal and start editing. Now, here you can see the main page. Here is the main settings. Here, everything you need is right here. New editing, opening, saving, everything is available right here. In my video part, you will see the projects that you have already done. Text part, you will see the text you would like to add, and etc. Now, here, as we are starting, here you have a video 2, video first, and if you go down, you will see the audio 1, audio 2 tracks as well here. Okay, in order to add anything to your media, you will start from, okay, open port. So, okay, we are starting we are going to continue the project that we have started. So I'm opening up my video and here are everything that I have uploaded. In order to add anything to this, I would be simply just dragging and dropping it here. So if it's the second video, this is the playhead. You can move the playhead to any moment you want, and that's the timeline. You can change the duration of the timeline by making it shorter or longer than usual. Now, you can simply press onto any part of your story and move it through your timeline, change its places, and etc. In order to be perfect at this, you have to try it yourself. Now, we were talking about adding markers to your timeline. So adding markers is not quite difficult process. So once you get used to it, it will get easier and easier by doing this. You have to try all this in order to get this understanding for yourself, because practice makes it perfect with the software programs. Now, so we have added the markers. So markers is like, you know, where you are going to mark as the beginning or the climax part or the last part. You can see this orange marker. So you can move it and then this point will be chosen as a point of trimming or as a point of restart, whatever you want. Adding and editing text to the clips, it will be easy. So you will be using this orange marker here, you will be moving your playhead, bringing it to the point that you would like to use, and then you will be clicking onto the text button. It will appear right here. So you will choose a theme, and you will click onto it, and then you will type your text. That would be your text. Based on the right-click options, you can choose the duration of your text and any effects if you would like to add to it. In order to adjust the clip length, just I have told you, you can use the settings or you can click your mouse and you have to drag it to the left or right in order to adjust the length of the clip. So the time that you are adjusting will appear right here on the top in the playhead. After that, you can edit the text properties by clicking on the clip and selecting the pencil icon about the clip. It's right here. So you will double click on the pencil icon and editor will show up. Alternately, you can bring up the text editor by double clicking on the text clip also. Now, once you have opened the editor, here, it appears like this. You will choose different theme or different size for your text. So that will be it. So once you are done with your text, you will be simply clicking onto the done editing button and your text will appear right here. Next is applying animation to your text clip. So this is adding effects. So your text will not stay still, it will be moving. It can do many effects based on your preferences. If you would like to delete the text clip, you will have to click this bin button right here. So that will delete the text that you think that is unnecessary. Point 8. In order to add and edit image clips, so you have already the video clip right here. In order to edit this, you will click the media icon. That's right here. Media icon and select the folder where your image is located. And then you can edit it right here in the timeline. Once it appears on your timeline, you can adjust its length by dragging it to the left or right, and you will have the desired length. Well, actually, I don't really recommend you to adjust the length of the clip because it will affect the quality and the sound quality of your clip. So it's better to trim it by cutting or by choosing small clips and adding them one by one rather than adjusting its timeline, because it will really affect on how your clip plays off, and especially it will sound very weird. When you try this, you will understand that it's not a really quite option. Then in order to edit your image, so again you will be clicking on this media button that I told you. So here again the pencil icon appears. When you click on that, image editor will appear. Image editor looks like this. Here you have options like transformation, animation, color change, and color keying. So color keying is only available in paid accounts, but most of us use WeVideo software for free. So why not? If you would like to try this, you will have to only purchase the software. So WeVideo's image transform features allow you to rotate, flip, adjust the size, and reposition your image. So you can, again, here, even if you have chosen horizontal or vertical in the beginning, you can adjust it from here. You will choose how your image will appear. So should it fit the whole screen or should it fit the frame? What is its scale? Should it be bigger or smaller? You can choose it right here under this button. So next point is adding animation to your image, which is a little bit difficult in the beginning because applying animation requires really lots of tries. Sometimes it may look very weird, and sometimes spacing will not match your animation. So you have to apply and reapply some animations until you really feel fine with one of them. So, well, actually, it's really similar to the step in adding animation in the WeVideo, but let's review it one more time. Animation is right here. This icon shows the animation. You click on this image and select the pencil icon again, and then you click the animation. Now, then you start the animation. The animation tool allows you to apply simple animation to your image. It can be like zoom in, zoom out, or panning from left to right or right to left. And also there are lots of paid animations are available, like fading and breaking into parts and etc. So you will be choosing any animation effect that you think that you need that matches your theme. In order to start the animation, you click on the start button and then make the adjustments for the scale and position of your image. This will set how your image will look like when your animated image starts. Then click the end button, it's right here, and make other adjustments for the scale and position of your image. This will set how your image will look like when your animated clip ends. Finally, you will be pressing the play button in order to preview your animation. Please make sure that you preview every animation before you add it to the clip, because sometimes you will need to redo it, because some animations take longer time than others. Well, now, after you have made all the necessary changes to your images, we will be moving on to the next step, which is choosing the color. So it's quite easy. You will just click on this button and then you adjust brightness, contrast, saturation, and other options available. In order to edit your image for key coloring, you have to pay, as I have already said. So we are working with this free software. That's why we will not be concentrating on this, let's see, on this part of the video editing software. Okay, key coloring. Well, we'll just miss it out. Okay, now editing the image. It is a really important part of video editing process. As we are making a picture-based digital story, your story quality depends on what kind of effects you will use and how successfully these effects match the pictures you have chosen. So try it many times before you finish the product. You will learn from the process. You will learn by doing this. So based on the guidance that I'm giving now, just spend some time trying many effects. In order to add effects to your image, so you will be again clicking on the options, and then again there are three options available here: the pencil icon, and then FX icon, and then deleting icon. So you will be selecting the effects icon, which is given here as FX, right? So when you click on this, you will see lots of effects available. So it's like color effects, it's the effects of appearing and disappearing, and then here you can choose, would you like to apply this effect only to this clip, only to one image, or you would like to have the same effect applied to all the images you are going to choose. After you have selected the correct one, you will press the apply button and the effect will be added to your image. So there are many effects available even in the free account, like sharpening, black and white, blurring, concentrating, zooming in, zooming out. Try all of them. Whatever looks good to you will be fine. By default, the effects will be applied only to your selected image. But if you apply one effect to all your clip, it's also okay. It depends on your preferences again. Now, overlaying text and images. Well, sometimes you will give subtitles or directing text in your digital story. If you would like your text to exactly match the video running or the image playing, you have to overlay them. How can you overlay them? It's very easy. So you will be simply clicking on that and then dragging it equally so that they will be running in the equal time in the timeline. In this case, you will have the duration of the text correctly matching the duration of the image chosen. Well, here, the video will be playing and this name here, digital amnesia, will be running as long as the image is playing. How to do this, we have discussed above. Now, about the deleting process, we have already talked. You simply click on this button and you will delete unnecessary image. That's a very easy part of it. Now there is something called transitions. Transition is when your digital story is moving from one picture to another picture. It can simply turn the pictures, or you can add some transitions in order to make picture changes very smooth and, let's say, exciting and catchy. So in order to do this, well, you will be clicking on the transition icon. It's right here. It's on the toolbar. You will click on the transition icon and you can choose from standard transitions, from patterns and effects. And then when you choose standard transitions, many transitions options will be available to you, like crossfading, cross dissolving, deep to black, or flipping, wiping up, wiping out. Try them, and whatever feels fine for you, choose it. In order to choose it, you will be clicking onto it and then you will be dragging it to the clip. So if you would like to change the transition of this clip, you will add the transition right after this clip. So when this clip ends, it will end with this transition and it will move to the next image. If you would like to use one transition for all, in the options, you will be selecting Apply for All button. And there are some tips, by the way, I would like you to pay attention. Please use your transition in order to complete the theme of your digital story. So if you are transitioning from one topic to another, for example, you can use only one type of transitions. If it's just simply changing the pictures, it's not really professional to add different transitions to each image separately. So try to stick to some of the transitions. For example, when the images are changing, you will be using only one type of transition. When your topic is changing, or for example, when your climaxing part is approaching, you can choose another, more, let's see, more dramatic transition, or etc. Be creative. And also adding a transition may change your timing. So make sure that you recheck your timing because transition also takes time. It will add up 2 or 3 seconds to every image. And after all, you may have longer story than you intended. And then it will not be matching your narration. That's why double check the time. Okay, so that's basically it with the image editing process. Well, we will not be talking about editing audio clips now because our story is picture based. So we are not on the video editing yet. Based on all of this above, we will be now creating a story together. So here, for example, I would like to delete this. What do I do? When I click on this, as you can see, pencil, editor. So here, opacity options, effect, and delete icon appears. I'm deleting it here. Now I would like to move this in the first place. It will come up right here. Now I would like to add effects to it. I choose the effects. Here are the effects available. So I would like to, let's say, blur this image. I would like to apply this only to this clip. So I will be clicking on this button and here, let's play it and see it. As you can see, the image appears really blur, right? The effect is applied to this image. Or if you would like to change the effect, you can go back to this button. Let's see, I would like to do it now, black and white. So I will take away the blur and sharpen. I will apply it only to this clip here. Now it appears black and white. If I would like to shorten the time the image is running, I will move the playhead left. If I would like to make it longer, I will move it to the right. So now here you can edit the whole video running on this timeline from here, and from this button that I told you, change track button, you can change the height of the track, for example, you can make it run vertically or vice versa. Try different options. Try it. You will learn doing editing job in the video software only by doing this. So let's just quickly summarize all the main points. This is the WeVideo software. I will be going back to the home page here. It's right here. So, okay, we will be just getting started right now. Let's get started. In order to get started, we have to, okay, we don't need options for education now. So just let's get started and go to the dashboard. And on the dashboard, we have main icons like media and exports. In the media part, you will be choosing, here all your projects will appear. In the exports part, you will see all the multimedia that you have already exported, which means you have already saved. Now here, creating a new. What you would like to create is given right here. You will choose one of them, and then editing parts will appear. So in our case, we create a video. Here, the video editing process appears. You will choose the type of the video. And then here, you will import files from your computer, browse to select. And for example, let's see, pictures. I have some. Okay, we will be going to the downloads then. I have some pictures to add here. So let's select this one. So it's right here. Then I will be moving it to the timeline. In order to use it, I will be moving the playhead left to right in order to change its repositioning. If I would like to add text, then I will click on this and I will add text. It's actually not available in the free subscription, by the way. If I would like to add audio, then I will be choosing the audio. For example, if I would like to use this music as background, I will bring up right here. It will be running. Okay, it will be running for as much time that as I choose in the settings. So these are the transitions. For example, I would like this image transition into the cross blur. I will put it right here. Let's watch how it appears. Okay. Here, now that's running too long. I'll stop it. Now I'll make this image shorter a bit. Okay, now let's watch how it runs. We put the playhead at the beginning and click the play button. Now, as our picture ends, transition is shown here, and etc. So now you will be adding the next picture, then the next picture. When you have all your pictures intact, you will add your narration. After your narration, at the very end, you will add the second audio track, which is your background music, and then you will continue with the editing process. That's basically it. So most of you have already experienced working with WeVideo software, and if you have paid subscription available, I really recommend you to try more professional features of the WeVideo. With video editing softwares, what works best is go and explore. Just try many options, try different effects, try to use different settings, and then you will discover favorite ones, and then you will develop the skill of using them when necessary. So now we should have actually our narration ready. We should have our storyboard ready. Using these two tools, this time during the weekends, we will be creating our picture-based second story. This digital story will be on the topic of under one sun. So it will be showing it will be telling the story of disabled kids and their issues that they are facing in the inclusive classrooms. So the storylines should be ideally from 2 to 3 minutes, but anywhere from 1.5 minutes to 5 minutes is okay. It depends on the content, what you would like to say. I really recommend you to try. If you would like to change the topic, a little bit. If you would like to add some other aspects that we did not discuss, you are welcome. Or if you use another software for your video editing process, please share it in our Telegram group. Say that why do you prefer this software program and what are the unique sides of this software program. Recommend it to others, and we will just try many tools, and by doing this we will discover more interesting ones. Well, that's basically it. If you have any questions, you are welcome to ask. Well, if you have any points that you would like to identify so far, maybe I was too fast. Well, you are welcome to ask and clarify any points that are not clear to you. You can write here on the chat, or you can turn on your microphone and ask. Well, if you don't have questions, well, thank you. Thank you for being with us here. If you have any questions, you can ask them anytime. You can write them to our Telegram group. I will be more than happy to answer to your questions. So far, so good. I will be expecting your next digital stories. Create stories with us and share them with us so that we can express ourselves. Well, yes, sure. I will be sending the last session PowerPoint presentation to our Telegram group for sure. Thank you for being with us. That's pretty much it. Have a nice weekend ahead. I will be seeing you next week. Take a good care of yourselves. Well, thank you. Thank you too. Thank you for being with us. So, till the next time then, take a good care of yourself. Goodbye.